Hi friends, today we'll be seeing one of the important programs in C language because you will be encountering this program in your internal lab, in your external lab, in your theory exams, in your Viva, everywhere. Okay, so there are few programs in C language which they'll be asking in most of the places. So the basic two programs which everyone will be asking everywhere is Fibonacci series and palindrome. Okay, so today we'll be discussing Fibonacci series. Okay, so what is Fibonacci series? I'll be explaining you. Okay, so Fibonacci series is something which will be starting from zero. Okay, so first of all I'll be explaining you what is Fibonacci series, then how can we write the logic to print Fibonacci series. I'll be explaining. Okay, so what I told you, Fibonacci series always will be starting from zero. Okay, so first of all we need to print 0. Okay, then the first number will be 0, then the second number will be 1. Okay, so always the first two numbers of Fibonacci series are 0 and 1. Okay, so now the principle of Fibonacci series is always you need to get the number by adding the just two previous numbers. Okay, so if you see here, this third number will be obtained by adding the first and second number. So 0 plus 1, what it is? 1. Okay, now the fourth number will be obtained by adding the two previous numbers. So for fourth to get obtained, you need to add second and third number. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so for fifth number you need to add third and fourth. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, next 2 plus 3 is 5. Next 3 plus 5, 8. Okay, so on you'll be getting the Fibonacci series. Okay, so to write the C programming, first of all you need to remember what is Fibonacci series. Okay, no need to by heart, simple. Always the first two numbers of Fibonacci series will be non-negative, that is 0 and 1, and the next number you will be obtained by adding the previous two numbers. Okay, this is one of the most important programs which you will be encountering in many places. Okay, now our job is to print this Fibonacci series. Okay, so if you see here, are we encountering any situations? No. Okay, so that's why we will be not using if condition or if else or else if. Okay, so now we are clear that we won't use all those if statements in the program. If you see here, this series is repeating with some logic. So what I told you, whenever you need to print something which is recurring, then you need to use loops. Okay, and one more thing I told you, if you need to use a loop, then you will be using for loop always, because it is simple and everyone can be understanding it easily. Okay, so by seeing Fibonacci series you can say two things that we don't use, not only for Fibonacci series, for any program. Okay, for any program, just by seeing the input and output, you need to understand whether we need to use if condition or not, whether we need to use loops or not. Okay, by seeing this one, it is visible that no need to use any if statement or if else or else if. Why? Because there are no situations here. If this is need to happen, then this need to get executed. If this is need to happen, then this so there are no conditions, so no need to use any if statements. In the same way, here we are printing something repeatedly with some basic logic, so that's why we need to use here for loop. You can use any loop, but as I told you, most of the times we'll be using for loop. So now our job is to print this series with the help of for loop. That how I'll be explaining you. Okay, so I'll be explaining you from scratch. Okay, first of all remove this one. Okay, as I told you, okay, as I told you, always the first two numbers of Fibonacci series are 0 and 1. So printf, or directly instead of like this, int a equal to 0, int b equal to 1. Okay, either you can give names as a and b, or a1 or a2, anything your wish. Okay, so now we need to print. I want Fibonacci series consisting of 25 numbers. Okay, so then I need to start from int let us go first with only 10 numbers. Okay, then we'll go with 25. Okay, so in your programming also, suppose if you are asked Fibonacci series to print 100 numbers or 50 or 25, directly don't jump to that number 50, 25, because it will be somewhat complex. Okay, so always as a programming, I am suggesting you go with first small number. Suppose if they ask you sum of 10 numbers or print 100 odd numbers or some big number, they'll be giving you big number. But always for us to understand simply, just start with small numbers to print first 5 odd numbers. Okay, to print sum of first 10 numbers. Okay, then you by changing the number, you'll be getting the desired output. Okay, so always just go with small numbers. Okay, so first of all, I'll be printing Fibonacci series consisting of 10 numbers. Okay, so now I'll be going with the for loop. Okay, so for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Okay, now I need to print something. Okay, so let us say sum equal to a plus b. Okay, now you need to print. Okay, now you need to print, or directly I'll be printing a plus b instead of wasting the variable sum. Okay, so percentile d comma a plus b. Okay, so I'll be removing this one. Okay, now okay, so here okay, so printf percentile d. Okay, comma a. Okay, and again printf percentile d comma b. What are the use of these two statements, printf percentile d, printf percentile b? Because if you see here Fibonacci series, the first two numbers of Fibonacci series are always 0 and 1. So that's why as a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, I am printing these two. Okay, so the cause or the use of these two statements is nothing but to get the 0 and 1 of the Fibonacci series. Now the third number will be obtained from this logic, that is printf percentile d a comma b. Okay, so now you are printing 0, you are printing 1, and again you are printing the third number 1. Okay, so 0 printed, 1 printed, and from this logic 1 printed. Now we need to print 2. How? So for that you need to write the logic, that is 2. Okay, so if you see here a b a plus b. Okay, so this a plus b need to go in b and b need to go in a. Okay, so here I'll be writing as a equal to b, okay, and b equal to a plus b. Okay, a plus b. Okay, now let us see whether we'll be getting 0 1 1. Then so if you see here, the output need to be 0 1 1 2 3 5 8, but here we are getting 0 1 1 3 6 12. Okay, so you are not getting the desired output, means we are doing somewhere something wrong. Okay, so I'm giving you 1 minute. Can anyone tell me what is a mistake that I have done? Okay, can anyone tell me what is the mistake that I have done? Okay, so if you observe clearly what I'm doing here, a equal to b, in the sense I am assigning b value to a. Okay, and again I am assigning a plus b to the b. Okay, so what is Fibonacci series? You need to push this number, in the sense second number to the first number, third number to the second number, and you need to add these two. Okay, that is a Fibonacci series. So I am doing this, but what is the mistake? If you see here, here I am writing a equal to b, and here I am writing b equal to a plus b. In the sense already a is having the value of b, so this will not become a plus b, it will be becoming b plus b. Okay, did you get my point? Here I want a plus b, but I am not getting a plus b, I am not getting b plus b. Why? Because I am changing the value of a to the b. So that's why In this case, I need to have temporary variable. So here I'll be assigning one temporary variable int temp equal to a. Okay, and this a is equal to b correct only, but b is equal to, I cannot write a plus b because here I won't get a value. I will be getting b value because a is equal to b. So to get the a value, I'll be using here temp. Okay, so this is temp. Now we'll be running the program. So double 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 55 89. Okay, you got the desired output. So not only for this program, for every program I'll be insisting you only one thing. First of all, what they want Fibonacci series. Okay, so what is Fibonacci series, you need to understand. Okay, and this is the output. So you need to write a C program always to get your desired output. I have written my C program, but somewhere I did mistake, that is I didn't use a temporary variable. So without using temporary variables, what happens is the values will be getting overridden. Okay, so now I understood that my desired output and my final output are not same, so I need to do some change. So I did that change and I got the output. So always in C programming you need to follow this logic. What they asked, what you need to print, and you need to write a sub program. If you didn't get the final output as your desired output, then you need to make some change and you need to get the output. Okay, so this is what we learned here. Now my question is, I want to print 10 Fibonacci series, but how many you got? 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. That's why what I'll be doing here, I'll be doing this equal to. Okay, run. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, still 11. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, 10. Okay, so this is the logic. So always you need to write your logic in such a way that you need to get the output. No need to by-heart the logic. Okay, so if you have any doubts, ask me in the comment section. Okay, please subscribe to my channel.